joining me for this session today entitled Higher Alamo Colleges Students, Wages Partially Paid by Federal Funds. I'm Martha Trevino, and I'm the Director of the Office of Workplace Learning at Alamo Colleges. Today I want to share with you an opportunity that is brand new to Alamo Colleges, and that is the opportunity for Alamo Colleges to partner with area employers who will then be able to hire federal work-study students who are currently enrolled at Alamo. These students must be employed in positions that are related to their field of study. So if a student is an engineering major, we would want to see them doing work related to engineering. Or if it's a student is a welding major, we would want to see them in that type of business. The really nice opportunity around this whole program is that the student wages will be partially paid with federal financial aid dollars, which can be a real benefit to small businesses. And I'll speak a little bit more about that in a few minutes. So here are the details. We have received funding from the federal government to deploy this program, where we partner with employers who will hire our college students. The model requires the employer to pay part of the wages. So employers that have 50 or less employees pay 25% of the student wages. And depending on the pay rate, that could be as low as $3.25 per hour. For employers that have 51 or more employees, those employers will pay 50% of the wages. And then again, the lowest pay that can be offered a student is $12.50. So in this particular case, with federal funds paying half of the wages, the employer would only pay $6.25 per hour. And then Alamo will pay the remaining part of the wages using federal funds that have been awarded to us. The employer gets to determine what kind of position he or she wants to offer students. They also will determine the number of hours that will be worked per week. The federal government is allowing employers to hire students for as little as 10 hours a week, all the way up to 40 hours a week. And the employer sets the pay rate. So at Alamo Colleges, we have a base pay rate for student employees at $12.50. So that would be the minimum you could offer to pay a student. The employers do commit when hiring students to employ the student for one semester. You are able as an employer to rehire the student. If you happen to hire a student that you fall in love with and is perfect for your business, and that student's continuing in school, you are able to retain them for subsequent semesters for as long as they're enrolled. Or if you would like to change out students each semester, you're welcome to do that as well. Employers are required, however, to accommodate students' academic schedule and activities. And the basic rule is that students cannot be scheduled to work during their class hours. And then finally, the COVID environment in which we find ourselves today makes things a little bit more complex. However, for this particular program, students and the employer will determine whether the job will be done remotely or on site, or it could even be a hybrid of a combination of the two, as long as there is adherence to the public health safety protocols if the student is working on site. So what majors will be eligible for this program? For spring 2021, we are focusing on these majors listed here. Any student majoring in science, technology, engineering, mathematics will be eligible so long as they're on federal financial aid. And so of course we know what the sciences are, the technology, anything in IT would be applicable, and we know what engineering and mathematics are. Another field of study is advanced manufacturing, and that's everything from heavy to light manufacturing, including the industrial trades like plumbing, electrical, welding, and those types of majors, as well as construction. We are also targeting specific majors in other areas. In business and entrepreneurship, we are offering the opportunity for majors such as cosmetology, or in public service, we have a number of students who are mortuary science majors. So funeral homes are eligible to apply. Health and bioscience, we're primarily looking at the pharmacy tech majors and students who are majoring in becoming personal trainers. Creative and communication arts, that is somewhat limited still this semester, but we are focusing in on gaming and other creative arts and communication majors. The program will expand for fall 2021 to include many more majors. We just got notification of this funding a few weeks ago. We are trying to launch in time for the January semester. And so we are starting off a little small and have every intention to expand this much broader for fall 2021. So this is how it works. The employer has the opportunity to post the positions that he or she wants to post, and those positions get posted at the Alamo Colleges Work Study Job Bank. Then the employer, when a student applies, will receive a student resume and a cover letter. The employer then reviews those items and determines whether they want to interview the applicant. And so the employer interviews and then makes the job offer if that's what the employer wants to do. We do not match students to employers, so the employer makes the decision on whether and who to hire. And then the employer pays either 25% or 50% of the student wages. And of course, that's based on how many employees or how big your company is. For Alamo Colleges, what we do is we will refer only students who meet the criteria. And there's a number of criteria the student needs to meet. And this work is done continuously. So you would not, the business owner would not be involved in this process. So we look at students, we look at, do they have the federal financial aid funding that they need to be able to work? Secondly, have they passed the criminal background check? Thirdly, they will submit their resume and cover letter to my office. We review those to ensure that they are suitable for distribution to a business. So we take time to coach the student in the event their letter or resume isn't quite ready to be viewed by an employer. So you won't be getting odd looking resumes. Also, Alamo Colleges manages all of the HR and payroll matters. So your company is not burdened with adding another employee or managing payroll. And then again, Alamo Colleges will pay the remaining portion of the student's wages. We do look to start student employment on January 19th. So actually, in early December, we will start talking to students, start telling them what they need to do to apply. And so we start processing them very early on, and we will start referring students in January, early January, around January 4th, I believe is when we come back. We'll be referring students to employers at that point so that they can start working on the very first day of class, which is January 19th. This becomes important because we actually have about 6 weeks between now and the beginning of the semester, and the sooner employers sign up, the sooner they get to select probably the cream of the crop. It's actually, you know, it will work on a first come, first serve basis. So what are the next steps if you're interested in participating in this program and partnering with us to hire work-study students? There are a briefing that you will need to attend. It is required because this funding is coming from a federal source. We want to make sure that everybody who we consider to partner with us understands that there are some guidelines that we want to make sure that we explain thoroughly and give you the opportunity to ask us questions about. And so the briefings are required. You'll attend one briefing. We have, I don't know, I think it's about 12 sessions being offered, and that they will start as soon as December the 3rd. And we will be bringing on partners all the way till the end of January. However, recall that students will start working January 19th. So the early bird gets the worm. So then between December 4th and January 28th, you will have the opportunity, after you attend one of the sessions, one of the briefings, to request, complete, and submit an agreement. We have about a 4-page agreement that outlines what Alamo's responsibilities are and what your responsibilities as an employer would be. And then from December 4th through the 31st will be the last day of January in which employers can post jobs. And so on by February 1, we will shut down taking on any more partners or posting any more new positions. By that point, we are deep into the semester and students are beginning to get settled into their routines. One nice thing about having a deadline of January 31st to post jobs is if you attend a briefing on December the 3rd, you turn in your agreement on December the 4th, and you submit your job posting on December the 5th, let's say, and then you hire somebody and then you say, wow, I could use another one of these, or wow, there's another position I could fill, then you are welcome to post additional positions all the way through the end of January. So again, my name is Martha Trevino, and I am with Alamo Colleges. And below is my email address and my web page address that you can go to. We are in the process of, well, no, by the time this is aired, we will have the website in place. So you are welcome to go to the website, get more details, or you're welcome to email me and I'm happy to answer your questions. Thank you.